Day 3 of Bears training camp is officially a wrap, and I'm here to give you guys my daily recap and biggest takeaways from training camp. So what is going on, y'all? Fox Sports all back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Please make sure to hit the bell icon so you are notified every time I drop a new video. Let's hop into this. So here we go with my key takeaways. My takeaway number one, we are, of course, talking about what everybody wants to continue to talk about, the main focus of the Bears offseason, and it will be the main focus of their season coming up, and that's the offense. Now, full disclosure, the offense did struggle, but also they had their moments that they were solid as well. All right, so we got to go ahead and present both sides of that, and that's what I'm going to do. Where exactly did they struggle? They struggled in the red zone. Caleb Williams was not able to connect with a lot of his receivers in the red zone. It was either they were dropping balls or it was defensive pressure in his face, getting batted down. DeAndre Swift did reportedly drop 2 catchable passes, which obviously not great. But yeah, they had trouble finishing in the red zone, and that was a key focus, by the way, of practice, which was situational football. We're talking 2-minute drives, and we're talking red zone, okay? So they did struggle there, and that was mainly where they struggled. Like, they just couldn't get the football into the end zone. And listen, red zone football, very important. The windows get very tight. The field shrinks. It gets narrow. There's a reason guys struggle in the red zone, all right? I'm not worried yet. I'll tell you guys that in just a second here. But we did see Caleb flash some good plays. There was a big playability today, too. Caleb had a nice throw down the sideline, down the middle, I think, to Rome Odunze at 11-on-11s, which was nice. He scrambled for a 40-yard gain. That was awesome to see with blockers in front. He connected with Olamide Zaccheaus multiple times in the middle of the field. By the way, Luther Burden's still nowhere to be found because of his injury. We'll talk about that. And then he also had a deep shot to Devin Duvernay in tight coverage. So Caleb did show his flashes. But if you listen to Colin Cowherd and the national media, it just feels like the sky is falling in Chicago because of training camp reports. Okay? And look, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite here. I'm talking about training camp right now. So yeah, not trying to be a hypocrite because I'm talking about training camp, but honestly, folks, I think training camp in the NFL is a lot like summer league in the NBA. 99% of it doesn't really matter as far as takeaways. It's just that obviously we're all football nuts and we want to go ahead and just see as much football as possible for our favorite teams. So for the most part, it's like training camp goes well, but if you don't perform when the regular season comes around, did it really matter? Training camp goes bad, but you perform well during regular season, does it matter? So it's like, you get my point there. But there's always exceptions, and there's always sometimes you can do takeaways. But Caleb had some good, some bad today. The offense had some good, some bad today. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you guys. The sky's not falling with the offense. Again, we're day 3 here. You are going to continue to see the offense struggle as the install period is in full force and it continues. Like, it's not the time to panic. Trust me on that, okay? So that was the first takeaway. Takeaway number 2, focusing again on that premium left tackle spot. Ozzie Trapilo took first team reps. We had Braxton Jones with a scheduled rest day today. So Ozzie did take that first, did run with the ones, and honestly, I can't wait till they announce who's going to be starting there, but I think it's going to take a little bit towards the end of training camp for that to be the case. I don't expect it to be anytime soon. Now, apparently, Braxton had a mixed bag as far as performance, but I've told you guys how I feel about it. I think he's in the lead for the job. Braxton Jones is going to make it interesting. We'll see when he's able to, kind of fully ramp up. Obviously, he's been cleared for everything, but they're still going to do his initial ramp-up period. But yeah, Braxton Jones did run with the ones, and then talking about the injuries here, Luther Burden was out, Shamar Turner was out, Zoff Frazier was out, and then Jalen Johnson, it's been announced that he's going to miss about a month with his injury. So some key guys being out for the Bears, man, but obviously that gives opportunity for other guys to step up. But I just wish, man, we had Luther Burden out there. Jalen Johnson, I'm not worried about. He's a veteran. Zoff Frazier would have been nice. He's a rookie. And then Shamar Turner as well. He's going to be hopefully important to the defense, all right? And then final takeaway was Dennis Allen's defense, man. Look, again, not trying to take any major takeaways for him as far as, stuff carrying over here. But DJ Moore did say, hey, I'm glad we're not going to have to go out against that defense on Sunday. So it seems like Dennis Allen's defense is really wreaking havoc here and making life difficult, and that's good, right? Iron sharpens iron. You want this defense, to test this offense, so that if they, once the regular season comes around and a lot of teams don't have the defense of the Bears, you know, you're going to see the offense perform much better. So I'm excited about it, folks. Honestly speaking, like, it would be great to have, obviously, a great offense and a great defense. I'm way more worried about the offense. That's, to me, obviously the biggest thing that I'm looking at, but it doesn't seem like the defense will have that much, if any, of a drop-off here with Dennis Allen in the building. So, to me, I'm excited about that. So, those are the main takeaways here from day 3 of training camp. Again, guys, don't panic so much about the offense. A lot of this is where the coaches are making it situational to where the offense or defense, like, those units are supposed to struggle because of the way that they're, you know, scheming things. So we don't know what goes on in practice as much. Yes, you know, you don't want your quarterback to, you know, play bad out there, but you also want him to take chances, like I said, right? I saw, I think, a report that J.J. McCarthy was throwing multiple interceptions in Vikings training camp practices, and I'm like, good. You know, you want your quarterback to throw a lot interceptions in training camp. That's when you're going to test these things. That's when you're going to find out about the tight windows, what throw you can and you can't make. You just don't do that in the game. You do it in practice, okay? So I might come up with a whole nother video of why I'm not, you know, worried about the offense struggling, but we'll do that in another video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Any quick thoughts, takeaways, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.